Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another episode of CrossFit Khalipa, short format podcast where we dive into something I'm thinking about this upcoming week. And of course, we should all be drinking a little bit of coffee. Today, actually, I got up pretty early. I had some of this new Bubs coffee with collagen in it. They actually sent me a bunch of different samples. So I did one as a pour over, one as an AeroPress. So to say I'm fired up is an understatement. Topic of conversation is idea of training at night. So I received a message from one. He said, hey, at night when I train, I have a hard time sleeping. And I wrote back to him, I said, me too, dude. And so I just want to talk about it here because I thought it's a relevant topic where when I do jujitsu in particular, anytime after like 6:30, 7:30 p.m., I can't go to sleep forever. If I go in for a CrossFit class at really late at night, like let's just say like an 8 o'clock class, same exact thing happens to me. And I'm not quite sure why. Obviously, like the fight or flight, endorphins are pumping, body's feeling good, but I'm just fired up and I can't go to sleep. And so for anyone who is looking at their training protocol and is maybe finding themselves having a difficult time sleeping at night, it may be you're training too soon before you plan to go to bed. So you might just want to ramp that up to earlier in the day or even in the morning. If your schedule is tight and you're like from the morning until night, you're doing a bunch of stuff, and the only time you can train is at night, my recommendation would be if instead of going training at night, train earlier, like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., but go to sleep earlier because then you have the entire day to kind of get your body back to homeostasis, back to down regulated to get ready for bed. Something else to think about that's been helping me is if I do train a little bit later in the day, sometimes after the kids are done with school or whatnot, I roll jiu-jitsu, I work out with the kids. That's like, 5 p.m. What I'll do is I'll hit the sauna before I go to bed, and that has a tendency to just kind of get me more calm. But if you're working out, late at night, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, it's really difficult to go to bed. So if that's you, try and instead go to sleep earlier, wake up earlier, and get it in the morning. Now, if you are going to train in the morning, something I found that helps me is you got to warm up basically twice as long. Essentially for me, when you go from being in a casual state of rest, when your heart rate's at 40, 50 beats a minute and you're sleeping and you wake up and you just go right into the gym and get after it, it has not been good for me. I've found that I've put myself at more of a risk of injury. So instead, what I do in the mornings, if I am going to train, like before I travel somewhere, I'll put on a clock for 15 minutes and I'll have a mandatory warm up for myself that I'll just be moving my body. By the time that 15 minutes is up, I feel good and I'm ready to actually work out. So if you are pivoting from an evening workout because maybe you're not sleeping as well to a morning workout, try and instill that 15-minute warm up. I think it could help you. Regardless of any case, the fact that you're getting after is a good thing. But if you're finding it's impacting your sleep, try and train early in the morning and see how that reacts to you. Keep getting after it. Keep crushing it. Looking forward to seeing you again next week for another episode of Coffee with Khalipa. Let's go.